Rough.
Is that all you got?
It was so worth it.
My name is Anthony StClair, known as Bird. I'm co-owner of the car with Mark Klingel and Cody StClair. We split the cost on our racing, so that helps us afford and do what we do. I guess you could say I'm the lead mechanic, the fabricator, the welder, the fixer, the fireman, the fixer. When it comes into the pit, I'm the guy that, you know, you've got to think fast. How can we fix this? How can we get through what's going on to get back on the road or back in the race very quickly, time allowed. It is my job, of course with Cody and Mark too, we all work on the car, but my job is I get off work, I spend the hour here, hour there, every waking moment you can think of, especially the month before KOH, and I'm under the car, in the car, so I know this car in and out, very detailed. When we picked up this chassis from Tried 4x4, Adam Shear's group, it was a rolling chassis, so we did everything after that. We put the car together, you know, we placed the power steering pump, reservoir, we did all that, so we know this car in and out 100%. Cody does the tuning on the car. He's kind of the specialist on that because he knows how that feels driving wise. So that's kind of our role and my role in what we do with this race team. I am very emotional about this racing. Very emotional about my son. When Cody came to me and said, Dad, he was about 13, he said, I really don't want to race quads anymore. It's just, I just don't like it anymore. I said, okay. So I said, let's get into rock crawling. Let's build some rock crawlers. And that's when we met Mark. I had a rig called the Gila Monster, and then Cody ended up working one summer for me and Mark actually on a big project and made enough money to buy his own rig. So he bought, for $3,000, he bought a rock crawler that was already kind of built. We did a bunch of upgrades, and that's what we ended up racing later, was the 94 YJ. Won the national championship. He won first place every race but one race. And those races were Colorado, they were everywhere. He won, I think it was 4 series championships, as well as the national championship. One of the epic races was Dirt Ride his second year. They were leading the race. They radioed in, car died, the master switch broke in half. So I said, okay, undo the one side, jump it over to the other side, just make it a complete connection, no switch. So later on I hear that Mark's riding on the hood, riding on the hood, tightening everything up while Cody's driving. And then and then they stop, Mark gets in, buckles up, Mark radios, okay, where are we at? You're in last place. They've all come back through the pits. He goes, that's all I needed to know. Next thing you know, here comes Cody flying through, nothing on the pits, keep going, catches everybody back, passes back to win that Dirt Ride national race and podium, first place, with a big old trophy. That was epic for me. most scariest part was hearing your son was on fire. You know, I called Dave with the race organization on the radio. He shut the race down. Made sure Cody was okay. Cody ended up walking out. Got him straight to EMS, straight to the emergency room. 3 surgeries later, skin grafts. You know, his first race back, he told me, I'm scared, but I'm anxious to get back in the car. And he did. He's come back 100%. I do a lot of praying. God, please just let them be safe. Let the car finish. You know, we don't ask for first, we ask for a finish. And and you may see a video later that you'll see me with my hand on the car. I'm doing a little prayer. That's how we were brought up. So, sitting in the pit, I sit, I wait, I sit, and I wait. And if anybody knows KOH out here, communications is very sketchy. You might get a blip once in a while, but one thing we started last year, we have a SATCOM messaging device that Mark has one in the car, I have one, so if there's actual emergency or something critical, we can communicate.